Well, hello and welcome to Quick Count. Today we've got kind of an unusual item. We've got a smoker. This is going to be a little bit more complicated to make a video on than a lot of our other items. I know you're kind of used to us doing bread slicers, meat slicers, fryers, simpler things like that, where we take the bread slicer, we put it on the table, we throw a loaf of bread through it, slices it perfectly, and ta-da, we're done. But today, this is going to be a little bit of a problem to make a video on. It does a lot of things, does them all well, has a special door sealing system, has multiple timers, multiple thermostats, steamer, shower system, cleaning system. Basically, it's loaded with systems. We've got a recorder here to record temperature. So what I'm going to try to do is make separate small videos, and we'll try to mark them in some way that you can skip through and see the parts that you're interested in. If I make a video of the thermostats and timers and it runs, 25 and 30 minutes, you can watch it all if you like, or you can skip to the next part. We're going to let the IT people worry about how they're going to do that. Try to keep it a little bit interesting. I know it's going to be a little boring watching timers turn. But I say we're not here to entertain, we try, but we're here to inform. We're trying to make sure that you know that you are getting the best piece of equipment that you could possibly get from us. So I'm going to start with the seal, and we'll work our way around after that. All right, well, as promised, we're starting with the seal. This is the door seal here. It's a rubber seal. What you do is we close the door, opens and closes, real simple. Got a door closed button here. Now I'm going to push this. There's a compressor up on top that's going to run and fill up the seal. I'm sure you can hear it running there. See, the seal is closed. There you go. It's tight. Now the compressor will probably run again here just for a couple seconds. There we go. Now she's tight. And if there's any pressure loss, it'll just start running again. Keep the seal nice and tight. You can't open it. Nope. Once you push the door open button, lets the air pressure out, and it opens. Show you one more time because I know it's exciting. Seal tight. Hello. That was a small attempt to entertain. Maybe we better just stick with the information. This segment I want to show you the smoker start delay. I got the door sealed, so every once in a while we might hear the compressor running, trying to keep it up to the right pressure. It's perfectly normal. Time to let you know what the little noise might be. We got an oven start delay, like I said. You can set it up to 10 hours in advance. So if you have this crazy urge to smoke meat in the middle of the night, you can set it up at 3 o'clock and you can set it for 10 hours and there you go. 1 o'clock in the morning, she'll come on. We got to set these timers up first because we have to have, obviously, some time set on the cook timers. If they're all set to 0, it's obviously going to come back on and go right back off. So let's set these. Doesn't matter what we set them to for this demonstration. We'll set this at an hour right now. Turn it on. See the green light comes on. Counting down. Grab the camera here, show you what it's doing. Now keep in mind that this timer is an hour timer, so it's going to take 10 minutes to go from that notch just to that notch. So probably not going to really get to see it move, but I can show you how it works. Right there we're set to 1 hour. You can see the red indicator there is counting down. Now if let's say we reset it, this timer is set up so that if you set it at 4 hours and every night you want to do the same thing, when you shut it off, it'll click back up to 4 hours. So we'll turn it on here. Set it as close as I can get it. Yeah, we probably don't want to sit here for 10 minutes, so I'll just turn it on and pretend like it's counting. There we go, we're on. Got our thermostat set. And right now we're on this timer. You can see the green light is on. And this thermostat is set to 100 degrees. So that's how the smoker start delay works. Shut it off. Well, alright, here's the long and boring video that I promised you. I'm going to try to show you how the timers work, how the temperature probes work, and the temperature controller. This is your main temperature controller. When you have, there's two settings to this. There's manual and there's remote. We set it to remote. We're going to be using these temperature gauges. We set it to manual. We'll just be using this. But setting it to manual, a little boring. So we're going to go with remote. That way we'll have it switch from this one to this one to this one. This one actually is going to show your temperature. You got the little orange needle. It's going to show the temperature inside along with the recorder. The recorder will actually make a red line on there. We got a rubber cap on it, so it's not doing that right now, but you take the rubber cap off, and as it spins around, it makes a line. Let me show you one here. There's the compressor again. It makes lines like this. Keeps control, keeps track of the temperature. All right, we're going to turn this on, and we need to set some times here. I'm going to try to set them down kind of low. They're 150-minute timers, so you can set them up to from supposedly anywhere from 0 to 150. It's kind of hard to get it, for me anyway, because my eyes aren't what they used to be. But I'm going to try to just set them at like a minute or so. I'm sure it's going to be a little longer because you can't see real well. But turn it on. Tells us the blower's on. Green light tells us that the elements are running. The red light's going to tell you that it's getting a little too warm. We're probably going to come on with the red light a few times because we don't have all the shields and guards on the inside of the oven to direct the airflow. We have those off so I can show you later how the humidity works. But we will put it all back on and do one last video of it working exactly the way that it's supposed to be. We got this one. See, the green light is on here. That means that that timer's working at this temperature. We're set at 100. Right here we have 100 degrees, and we should be going on and off. There we go, going on and off. There's no product in it. It's only air. You know, it's harder to keep just air cold or hot, more so than a product, because once a product is hot, it keeps the heat in it. After this timer shuts down, it will click over to this one. The light here will turn green. The elements will come on and go to 130 degrees. Now, we got a short time on here, so I'm not sure we're going to get all the way up to 130 degrees before it clicks off and goes to this one, which is set at 150. But we'll let it run. It's going to seem like an eternity because all you're doing is watching the timer run, but I say skip ahead, or you can sit here and watch it. We just want you to know that everything works. That's what we're going for here. Okay, there's the number 2 timer. That just clicked on. See the green light come on. Should stay on here for a while, because we are at 125, 130, somewhere in there. Alright, I'm going to get my glasses on. Don't tell anybody I have to wear these. Yeah, we're down pretty low there. We'll be clicking to the next one again real soon. Now we got the humidity on this one. At this point we don't have any water hooked to it. I'm going to turn them off. But we'll show you that later, that all the humidity works. Okay, we've run this one out of time. Now we're on to this one. We're still only up to 115, 120 degrees. Just didn't have time to heat up yet. We'll turn this one up a little bit. I can't because the timer's set. Once it starts, you can't adjust them anymore until you run through the cycle and push stop. Then they'll click back down to the new time. It's the way they're supposed to work. Seems a little odd, you can't turn it up and down, but once it starts, it just continues to run until it's done, or you shut it off. Alright, here we go. She ran through the cycle, did everything that it was supposed to. And we'll move on to the next system. Well, the next feature that we want to talk about is the liquid smoke feature. It's the container for the liquid smoke. This is the valve that allows the liquid smoke to go into the smoker. This is the valve that allows the air, that uses the air compressor up on top to turn the liquid smoke into a mist. There's the pipes that come down here and go to the inside. It's the liquid smoke switch. It's a 3-position switch, manual, off, and auto. On manual, it just runs when you turn it on, like it sounds like. And on auto, it has 2 timers here. One controls the on and off time of the air valve, and the other one controls the on and off time of the liquid smoke valve. I'll show you how that looks here on the diagram. Got the switch, the 2 timers, the liquid smoke solenoid, and this contactor right here controls the air solenoid. But the most important part is the nozzle. This is the part where the liquid smoke and the air come out. We'll open it up here and you can see what's all involved. It's a ring that holds it together. This is cap part, has a hole in it. And this is the one that does all the magic right here. Has holes for the air and a hole for the water, and when it sprays both of them out, it turns it into a mist. Now there, I don't know if I can get this where you can see that small hole down in there. It's a little maintenance to this. When it clogs up or something, you just have to pull this off and blow the whatever clogged it up out of the center, because that can happen. Doesn't happen too often, but if you get something in the liquid smoke container, it can happen. It's got the screen on it to filter it so that it doesn't happen, but there's nothing that never happens. I'm sure you know that if you've ever done any work on this type of equipment. Okay, well, I'll turn it on and let you see the mist. And we're going to turn it to manual. First of all, we got to turn it on so we get the voltage to it. We'll turn it on manual. Shut the fan down. Not real sure if you can see the mist because it's not really liquid smoke. We're just running water through it at this point. Kind of see it there. That's on the manual. But as I said, there's an automatic way to use it too. We'll set it to auto, and that's where those timers come in. They have an on time and an off time. When this timer runs out, this one will kick on, and right now we're getting the liquid smoke automatically. Pretty sure you can see it there. And then after those timers time out, the heat will come back on and the blower will come back on. And that's probably way more information than you needed to know about that. But now let's take a look at the damper system. This smoker has a damper system that you can choose whether you want it open or closed. Each timer has a switch on it. Closed, open, closed, open, closed, open. We've got the first one set to closed, second one set to open, and the third one is set to closed. So we will turn the system on. It's set to close, so the first time the damper should be closing. Alright, now I'm going to run this timer down, and as the next timer kicks on, the dampers will open. And the third one we have set to close. So as this timer runs down, the dampers will close again. Well, the next thing we're going to check is the elements. I'm going to use an instrument like this. It's an amp meter. It'll be at 0 now because, well, there's no amperage. I'll put it around the element. Should show 21, 22 amps. If it's drawing that much current, you know it's getting hot. We'll turn it on. You're probably not going to be able to hear me because we're going to be going inside. And the fan is blowing. Remember, we got all the shrouds off. We got all the things that control the airflow off so we can see what's going on. So it's going to look a little funny in there, but if you need to see pictures of it completely together, well, just wait. They're coming up. We'll turn it on. Remember, it's going to be loud because we're inside with the fan blowing. Alright, well, if that doesn't mean anything to you watching the numbers go up, take my word for it. They're working. Well, we've got the water hooked up to it now, so I'm going to try to show you the humidity system in it. We'll turn the humidity on, set it up. It's going to be a little hard to see this because just showing you a little spray of water, but turn it on. nozzle up there is the one that the water is going to be coming out of. And that's about as exciting as it gets. All right, well, the last thing that we have to show you, I know, believe it or not, our time together is almost over, is the shower system. There's a cold shower in it. Keep in mind that, a lot of these panels are gone, so the way that this works is the shower heads will fit in these two pipes and run from front to back. So here's one of the heads, and we're going to take them out, and I'm just going to show you that water will come out of that nozzle. So if it comes out of that nozzle, it's going to come out of these nozzles. Once we get the thing put back together, we'll try to run through real quick and show you how everything actually works together. Now, this is going to make a mess because water comes out of there real quick. So hang on, here it is. So believe it or not, it's supposed to do that. I say once we get the pipes on, it's going to act completely different. So I'll put it together now, and the next thing that you see will be the complete smoker, ready to be sold, ready for you to buy it. All right, well, we're almost there. We're almost to the end of the demonstration. I got the cold shower left. It's going to be my favorite part. Show you how that works. I know we showed you before how it just squirts out the ends, but we actually have the shower hooked up now and the inside all ready to start smoking. Okay, this is what the inside looks like with all the guards and things in place. It's the cold shower nozzles. And I'll turn that on, and things are going to get wet real quick. Alright, here we go. Well, that was exciting, and it worked. Alright, well, I believe this is going to be our last test. We're going to be showing you the recorder here. We have it set, we got it started, and we've got the oven set for 60 minutes at 70 degrees, 60 minutes at 100 degrees, and 60 minutes. Well, it's set for 50. Let's see, set for 150. So I'm not going to force you through 3 hours of video of clock turning slowly. So I'm just going to show you what the graph looks like when the 3 hours are over. Well, here we are about 2 hours and 50 minutes later, and we still have about 10 minutes on our final timer. We open the door here so you can see a little better. Right here is where we started, our initial temperature rise. Then we went here, and I opened the door for a couple minutes, and you can see it dropped down, came right back up. And then our second timer kicked in, we jumped up. Then our third timer kicked in, and we jumped up again. And here we are right now. thanks for staying through the entire video. If you had to skip forward in some of it, doesn't hurt my feelings too much. But it's a great machine. Hope we showed you every aspect and you got a good understanding of how it works and how well it works. Don't forget to check out the pictures on our website and the pictures on eBay where it's listed for sale. I have a picture of the rack that we didn't get in the video. There's a rack that fits inside that you put the meat on. It's a great piece of equipment. If you have any questions on it, don't hesitate to call 636-583-8200. Check out our website, www.quipcon.com.